Alright, so in my last video, if you saw it, I was using Ayato with the Raiden Shogun and just showing how much fun it was and how much of a good time I was having with those two together, the synergy, cohesiveness, all that good stuff, right? Well, in the comment section, I had a couple of people tell me that there is a team of Yaimiko, Raiden Shogun, and Ayato that is really fun as well, and I thought that was a good idea. I wanted to go ahead and put the team together and try it out for myself, but there was one individual in particular, and that is Azurite42. I do apologize if I mispronounce your name, but you left a comment stating that you do this team as well, and you dubbed it the Thunderstorm team, and that just blew my mind. I thought that was such a cool name for this team, and I wanted to make sure to give you a shout out for that because it is definitely a cool name for this team. So I put it together and I wanted to try this out for myself and see how fun it was, and indeed it is a blast. So if you guys have these characters, I implore you, go ahead and try them out together, and it's just a good time. Now, by no means is this meta, by no means is this the most optimal, and by no means is this going to have you clear floor 12 of Abyss in record time with 36 stars, right? This team is more just to have fun, and this team does synergize really well. I put Zhongli on there because of the shield, and you don't have to worry about getting interrupted when you're doing your rotations, so you're able to freely do what you need to do and not worry about anything. And then I have, of course, Yaimiko for the turrets, and then we have the Raiden Shogun for the coordinated attacks, and then you drop down Ayato's ult, and it is indeed a thunderstorm and tons of fun, like I mentioned. So let me go ahead and show you the build for the characters that I have so you have an idea of what's going on here, and then I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the gameplay. So there has been some changes to my Ayato. As you can see, I have him a level 90, which is really nice because that does increase his crit damage by a little bit. As you can see, I do have it 54% crit rate, 223% if you round up crit damage now, so really nice. And you can see the rest of the stats for yourself. Mist Splitter, we're still running on him for the substat of the crit damage, really good weapon for him, and we're still going with the 4-piece Heart of Depth. I haven't had the chance to farm the new domain, but I think this is really consistent for me. We have the crit rate circlet, we have the hydro damage bonus goblet, we have the attack feather, of course, and then the flower. All really decent substats on them, really good crit damage, so I was happy with it. C0, of course, and then we have the talents leveled up a little bit more from last time, 6, 9, and 8. So we leveled up the elemental skill, I believe the elemental burst, maybe? No, I think that remained the same from the last video, so just the elemental skill. And then we have the Raiden Shogun, triple crowned, if you're not aware, now you are. C6 as well. Keep all of that in mind when we're looking at this video. So that remains the same. My Raiden Shogun is the same stat wise and everything. I didn't make any changes here, but just in case you missed the last video, I thought I'd go ahead and show it as well. We have the attack percent goblet, energy recharge percent sands, the attack feather, of course, and then the flower. Decent substats. Really wanted energy recharge on all of them, so that way we have the energy recharge as high as possible. We have the R1 engulfing lightning, level 90, of course. And then here are the details: 40% crit rate, 160% crit damage, that could be better, 300% energy recharge, and then those are the rest. So could be better in terms of the ratio, but good nonetheless. And then here's my Yaimiko, level 90, 65% rounding up crit rate, 194% crit damage, and then the 134% or 35% energy recharge, and then the electro damage bonus right there. We are running the Lost Prayer of Sacred Winds R2, so it gives us the substat of crit rate, so that's really good. It works for me, and I don't have anything better to run on her per se. We're going with the 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate because when it comes to Yaimiko, my main goal is just to have her ult hit hard. That's all I really care about. That lightning bolt that drops down, it does damage. So that's what we're running with, and then you can see what I have for the artifact. So that is the team, and then, you know, Zhongli. So that's the team. Oh, I forgot to mention C0, and then here are my talents: 2, 8, and 8, right? No, 2, 6, and 8. My apologies. My apologies. So that is the team. Those are my characters. That's how they're built. And Zhongli is just, you know, I think the 4-piece tenacity in the middle, just in case you care. And he's running the Skyward Spine. But that is the team that I put together for this Thunderstorm team. And basically the way it runs is that you have the Raiden Shogun's coordinated attacks, you drop down the totems for Yaimiko, and then you have Ayato's elemental burst. And the thing about this team that makes it run really well is the Raiden Shogun is a core integral factor to this, as well as Zhongli, of course, having that shield so you don't get interrupted. But the Raiden Shogun specifically, because Ayato and especially Yaimiko, their ults are not the most forgiving in terms of energy costs. So if you didn't have the Raiden Shogun, this might be a little more difficult. I can see people maybe having a hard time if they didn't have the Raiden Shogun to battery the team. But because she is such a great battery and she does some good damage herself if you have her, you know, well invested, then she becomes the core part of this team, in my opinion anyways. That's what I believe, because it allows for the ults to be up pretty frequently, and that's what you want with Ayato. So that way when you drop his ult, you can then get the electro charges, tase the enemies, keep them in place, not have them move around so much, and you're doing the most damage possible. And then the coordinated attacks are going off all the time, and then you have the totems attacking all the time. It's just a lot of passive damage that's happening, which is something that I always enjoyed in this game of Genshin Impact. It's just passive damage that you don't have to worry about because it's happening on its own, very similar to like Xingqiu's swords or Hu Tao's blood blossoms, right? They are just going off on their own, and you can do extra damage with the character that you're using, the active character, and have that passive damage happening on its own. So it's just really good. It's a fun time, and as you can see, I'm taking on floor 12 with this team, and we're doing justice. We're doing work here, and we're taking the enemies out. So a lot of fun, but I do have to reiterate, this is not a meta team. This is not a team that I would consider to be the optimal one to take into Abyss and clear at floor 12. I'm sure you could, you know, and I did clear floor 12, not 36 stars with this team, but I'm sure you could and get it done. It's fun, they do damage, it works, and I'm glad you guys brought this to my attention. So shout out to you guys who brought this team to my attention. And if you try this team out for yourself, let me know in the comments down below what you think, and let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Ayato, I've just been having fun with this character, trying him with different characters and different team builds, and he has been nothing but a blast. And I do have to say, arguably, he has been one of the most fun characters that I've used in this game in quite some time, probably since I've pulled the Raiden Shogun, right? I haven't had fun with a character like this probably since when I first pulled the Raiden Shogun, so I'm glad I got him. I'm glad I got the Mistsplitter Reforged. I got lucky pulling that weapon. If you didn't know, you should check out my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I post my poll over there where I got lucky with it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here, though. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, drop a like, sub if you're new, and if you want to directly support the channel, a link to GamerSupps, the sponsor of the channel, will be in the description down below. Just click on that link, use code FurtherBeyondGaming at checkout, get 10% off everything in the store. They're going to be dropping a new flavor here relatively soon. I think it's like peach iced tea. Looks amazing, and I know it's going to taste great because all their flavors taste great, so make sure you're ready to pick one up. And once again, if you use the code, directly supports the channel so we can do bigger and better things. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. I'll probably let the rest of this gameplay roll out for you guys if you want to see the rest of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.